Fantastic Four, issue number 38, guest starring She-Hulk. Sounds like somebody got a mandate to put her in here, maybe because she's got a TV show coming out. We just saw a teaser trailer. Nah, I'm just kidding. I know Dan Slott loves this character. He wrote a good She-Hulk book, and he's writing a good Fantastic Four book, so crossing the two over, hell yeah, bro. Do it. Let's have fun with it. I didn't know what to expect with this book just because it's like, it could go one way or it could go another way, but what I think it did was very interesting. I'm not going to say it was great, but I think it's a fun concept to play with. One that has been explored before in superhero mediums, but I kind of like it. So, basically, there is somebody who is coming to the Baxter building. He's delivering pizzas. We realize it's somebody in disguise. And as everyone's just hanging out, thinking about what they're going to do for the day, they get an alarm that the wizard is in disguise in their floor. And this kind of just makes Bentley go, oh shit. And Dragon Man leaps into action. And basically it's like, can you guys call like Johnny and Ben to get here? Johnny's like, I guess I'll leave the basement now because I can't turn off my flame. So here I come to help. Ben heads away from Yancey Street to go hang out there. And basically, it's an interesting story. So they kind of like attack the wizard, but basically he's trying to communicate something specifically to Bentley and to Dragon Man. And that thing is he gets hit with something and he gets served. So basically we see that wizard has served Dragon Man. He's going to fight him in court for full custody of Bentley, who is technically his genetic offspring, like a weird clone version of him. And it's like, What? What are you talking about? You can't just come in here. You're a supervillain. He's like, no, technically I walked in disguised and served your guy, and then you guys attacked me. So I didn't do anything wrong in this situation. So he just leaves. Ben shows up. He's like, wait, wizard, what wasn't I just fight? I was supposed to fight him, right? Somebody tell me what in Sam's Hill's going on. And we just set up. Then we just set up in a really cool scene. She-Hulk is helping some kid out. Then the She-Hulk signal gets into the sky, and she just like, oh, I guess I got things to do. And then not just be She-Hulk, I got to suit up as Jen Walter as attorney at law. And basically, they just head down to the Lower Manhattan court, and we get like, what's the name of the judge? Judge Payne, I think. She's like specialized in superpowered stuff. She herself has superpowers, and she's like, yeah, no, but she doesn't like when people use superpowers in her courtroom. And basically, it's the case of Dragon Man v. Wizard. And it's pretty fun. I'm not going to, get into every little detail of the court case. Basically, the initial plan here from Wizard is to prove that every single person in the courtroom is a bad parent. So he's talking about how, Dragon Man put people in harm's way, like the Kids of the Future Foundation, and he's going to be like, can we really, call to action what the Dragon Man is anyways? My first witness is Diablo, and all the superheroes literally leap into action and try and take him down, but Jen's like, please stop doing that, that's not what we do here. We see that Judge Payne uses her powers to get everybody down, very Kirby crackly. I don't know if this is a character we've seen before, but I like it, very fun. So basically, we know that Diablo is kind of like the one that gave some identity to Dragon Man, and basically he's like, it's just a joke. So I could snap my fingers, and this creature would revert back to his normal self. And basically, it's a really nice scene where Dragon Man's like, don't let him do that. He's like, I know what this can do. I know what it's done. Don't let him do that. Because it's a callback to issue 28, and it's like, okay. Don't let that happen. Okay, so we stopped that. Basically, it looks like Wizard's kind of getting an upper hand in this situation. He's calling it attention, can we really say, clones are not anything more than ourselves? And we was like, all the actions of the supposed supervillain that was, the Wizard for all these years. It was a clone of me. It wasn't actually me. And if we're saying clones of real people, they have real personalities, you can't blame me for the actions of my clone. And now you see that this Dragon Man himself, he's not a normal guy. Come on, he was created by this Diablo character. Weird stuff. And then Wizard just goes into a big list of things that Dragon Man did with the Future Foundation. It's like put him in harm's way, jump into multiple universes and go into all these weird places. Can you really say that kid had a safe childhood? And it's like, well, no, you're missing the context for that stuff. And then we see Reed and Sue are like, well, I think it's time to do that thing that we do, dear, and that's be the best people in the world. So they're like, Your Honor, we'd like to formally put ourselves as, Bentley's guardians, if that's possible. Jen's like, probably not right. We probably shouldn't have done that. Can we have a recess? We could come back tomorrow and get the rest of the court sorted up. It's like, yep, we're adjourned for the day. They cut back to Taco Tuesday. And everyone's just trying to figure out okay, what's really going on now? We have to figure out a plan to make this work. And Bentley's trying to figure out, like, well, why did he say earlier when we fought that he, like, could see me? He knew he could see me, but not hear this. See this. It's like, what does that all mean? What does that actually connect to this case? Like, what is really going on here? Interesting stuff. So then we cut back to court the next day. And basically, we cut back into the action, and it's really interesting. It's just the wizard, shooting shit at Reed and Sue. Like, you say you're good guardians, but when you're on the Future Foundation too, those kids went through a lot of crap. And isn't it true that your own son is in therapy because of your actions? Like, you're terrible people. Like, you're bad parents. Like, come on. The Dragon Man's a bad parent. Reed and Sue are bad parents. And then Ben's like, okay, that's enough of this shit. He's like, what, Ben? You want to tell me you're a good parent? Look at what you just adopted 2 soldiers, and the one kid just murdered somebody. He murdered aliens on the streets. It's like, he ain't gonna do it again. He's a good kid. Like, what do you want? Every single one of them is ready to throw fists. Even She-Hulk's like, please stop doing this. Can we just get back on track? Like, you called me for a reason. Let me do my She-Hulk thing. But everyone's just literally ready to go ham on the wizard. But we see that Judge Payne's like, okay, that's enough. All of you are in contempt. Let's stop. We're done this now, okay? This is no more just like about who's going to have Bentley. This is like, if any of you should maintain custody of any of your children, okay? That's where we're at with this case. That's where the book ends. Kind of abruptly. It feels like such an abrupt ending, but I guess that makes sense for what this could be. I don't know. It's a fun book. Like, it's fast-paced, it's courtroom stuff. It's Dan Slott on She-Hulk again, which is always cool to see. The artwork is hit or miss at times, but it's an interesting concept to see the wizard just like, no, if we're saying all life is sentience, then I'm my own creation and not my clone or evil version of myself. And if we're really going to call to attention that, like, maybe taking kids into harm's way in parallel universes isn't a great thing to do, should any of you really be parents? A fun concept. I don't know if it's going to be explored perfectly, but I think it's a cool idea to play with nonetheless. Like, it's very creative, it's very enduring, and I like it. And again, I'm just a massive fan of both the Fantastic Four and She-Hulk, so when you can work in a story where you get classic character moments for all of them, very fun, but very fun. It's very cool. So, I don't know where this book's going to go, but we do see one thing here, and that is, like, Ben could lose his kids, Reed and Sue could lose their kids, Dragon Man could lose Bentley. The one person we don't see in the room when they're having the conversation is Johnny. Now, I'm not saying I know where this book's going to go, but maybe Johnny is going to be called in to kind of like be like the voice of reason. You could see that being the case. Who's to say? Maybe Johnny will get custody of all of them. Really weird, but very fun stuff. A really interesting idea for the Fantastic Four. A fun book. Cool She-Hulk moments, and a really cool courtroom drama. Like, this is the kind of stuff I hope the show does, where it's like, yeah, this is superhero drama. Like, it's just courtroom stuff with superheroes. That's what it's going to be. That's how it should be, and it works really well for this. So, the Fantastic Four, issue number 38, I am going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.